folks, this is Jim McQuade, real estate broker with Magnus Realty Group and Central Florida's McQuade Home Team. Today we're going to be going over statistics for the housing market here in Central Florida for July of 2024. Some very interesting numbers. It varies drastically compared to the rest of the country. So stay tuned and let's take a look. Welcome back. So today we're going to go over Central Florida's, and it's very important that everyone knows Central Florida's housing numbers for July of 2024. The reason why I say that is because our housing market is vastly different than much of the country. So over the last year and a half, 2 years, a lot of our media has been going and saying how slow the market, how limited inventory is and how everyone's trying to find homes and there are no homes. And meanwhile, us agents in Central Florida, like, what are you talking about? There's inventory everywhere. So in Central Florida, the housing market right now is very specific to the neighborhood. Some neighborhoods, the price has been going down drastically. There's tons of inventory. There was one that was 8 blocks and there was close to 70 homes that were sitting there, some of them available for over a year even. So when we're hearing the national media going and saying that there's not enough inventory and people are waiting to buy homes and all that, that's not the case here. Here, we're right in the middle of a buyer's market for the most part. There are some communities, the more sought after communities, the very nice downtown areas, the Winter Parks, the Windermere's, the Lake Nonas, maybe downtown Winter Garden where the golf cart district is. All those areas, home prices have been going up steadily. We still are seeing some communities or some homes where they have multiple offers right after the home is listed. But overall, it's vastly different. A lot of that is because of builders. There are a lot of builders out there that are building a home that's brand new, that's right next to the home that someone's trying to go and sell. So let's get to the point here, Jim. I'm so sorry. Let's go over some of these numbers and it'll kind of prove what I'm talking about. So first one, active listings. So active listings has gone up a little tiny bit since last month or June. It was only 1%, but look at it compared to July of 2023. That just reinforces what I'm talking about, which is it went up 54%. Active listings have gone up 54% compared to July of 2023. So theoretically, there should be a lot more inventory out there. So that number kind of shows that. New listings went down a little tiny bit from June, but it's gone up, and I apologize, a little faint on mine. It's gone up, what is that, 12% since last year, something like that. So it's gone up slowly. A lot of that is because, and thankfully this is the case, a lot of people that bought their homes, they bought them at 3% interest rates, or maybe they moved down here and they bought it completely cash, things like that. They don't want to always get out there and buy another home getting at what today's rate is 6.5, something like that. So they don't want to get back out there and get double the interest rate. So that's what we're looking at now. So we're on to pending sales. Pending sales are pretty much flatlined. It's been very, very kind of slow and steady throughout the last year and a half so far. I think that's the biggest question right now is, yes, the interest rate's a little bit higher, but it's really not that high. However, housing prices, as you'll see in just a moment, housing prices have steadily gone down in a lot of these areas. There's been a lot of sitting ducks as far as some of these properties go, and where negotiating would be very, very helpful in getting a great deal. And also too, some ways to go and get the interest rate to go down as well. So it's kind of intriguing, where are our buyers, our home buyers? Are people literally just coming into the state in droves? I think it was 893 people per day are moving here net into Florida. So where are all of them going? That's the big question there. Listings sold, pretty much unchanged from last month. The listings sold has only gone up 2% from a year ago. That's not a huge difference. Average days on market, that's ADOM. Average days on market from a year ago has gone up considerably by an average of 15 days on market longer than last year. So these statistics are for all of Central Florida. It's not specific to one county, one neighborhood, or anything like that. So for it to go up 15 days on average for the entire Central Florida area is a pretty whopping change, pretty big change, excuse me. Total sales volume has gone up from a year ago and down slightly, but these numbers again have not moved a ton. It's been almost like I compare it to a kind of a fish flopping on the ground. It's not really going up or down, just kind of floundering around there. This is probably the biggest number in all of this. Average sales price from last month has gone down a little bit, but average sales price from last year has only gone up by 1%. So keep in mind, this is all of Central Florida. This includes areas that are hot, and it also includes areas that are not very hot at all. In fact, some areas have gone down by as much as 10-20% in sales price from just a year ago. So for it to only go up 1% over the course of the year is a very, very small change. In general, of course, real estate sales prices are going to go up over a period of time, no matter what. But for it to only go up 1% over the course of a year is a it basically has not moved at all. So that's where we're at for Central Florida as far as the housing market goes for the month of July. And for the remainder of the year, barring whatever happens with the election, we're expecting that it's going to be pretty similar to that. If anything, prices will continue to go down in a lot of the Central Florida area, a lot of the areas that I handle specifically. So I hope you guys have a fantastic and blessed month of August. Again, this is Jim McQuade, real estate broker at Magnus Realty Group in Central Florida's McQuade Home Team. You guys have a fantastic month.